What's going on, everybody? Well, we made it to another Friday, the last Friday of July. It is officially July 31st and the end of another tumultuous weekend, another tumultuous month. Today I want to talk about preparation. Prepare. People say, oh man, this person's so lucky, right? And we use the term so much. Hey Rhonda, what's up, girl? Amelia's in the building, Jamisa's in the building. Well, we're talking about preparation and the word luck. So you say, how come so many people are lucky and then so many people are unlucky? And what's the difference? What's the difference between a lucky individual and an unlucky individual, right? Well, the truth is, and this is the most simplistic way of saying it, the lucky individual is prepared where the unlucky person is not. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Most of the time, people are trying to rush. Think about all the things you've done. You rush. Oh my God, I gotta get to work. I gotta be to work by 8 o'clock. And it's 7. You just waking up at 7. You gotta jump in the shower. You gotta get yourself right. And if you didn't lay your clothes out, you gotta pick your clothes out. And traffic, right? So what do we say, guys? We say, hey man, I got caught up in traffic or I would have been here on time. Because what we want to do is be there right when work starts. And that's where we mess up. We mess up because we're trying to be somewhere as it begins. Instead of saying, why not be early? There's a saying that I say to my team, I would rather you be 3 hours early rather than 1 minute late. It's better to be 3 hours early rather than 1 minute late. Why is that? So you can prepare. See, if you get there early, you can prepare for things that you didn't see coming. And luck only means preparedness meeting opportunity. That's what luck is. The person that seems to get the luck on a regular basis is usually better prepared for the situation that they face. Whereas the unlucky individual, they're hardly ever prepared. Something goes wrong and they're just not ready. They're just not ready. Let's talk about this pandemic for a minute, shall we? This pandemic hit everybody, guys. It didn't just hit you. It hit everybody. It affected everybody. A pandemic will affect everybody, just like the flu would affect everybody in the family of the loved one that caught the flu. But what about this? How, instead of us thinking, oh my God, everything's over, my life is over, I lost my job, I'm furloughed. Why don't we think about it this way? Thank you, Jesus, for an opportunity. Thank you for an opportunity for me to do something that I'm truly passionate about. I've been talking about I want my own business. I've been talking about I want to be my own boss. I've been talking about if I was the boss, this is what I would do. This is how I would act. This is how I would treat my clients. If I own this is what I would do. Well, guess what? Here's your chance. See, with this pandemic, you got nothing but time. And if you got nothing but time, you got time to study, you got time to read, you got time to write. I've read 15 books. Small, medium, and a large one, right? Some of them look like pamphlets. And some of them look like novels, right? But all of them, they're doing something for my personal growth. They have to be. And I'm an author myself, so I promise you, I'm telling you the truth. This pandemic, this time that you have, is going to come and go whether you're prepared for it or not. So isn't it better if we're prepared for it? Wouldn't you feel better if you knew the answers to a test before the test is given to you? If you studied something and you said, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I studied enough. Hey, Stace. But if you know the answers to this test, and when he put that test, you can't wait to take that test. That's the one you can't wait for because you're prepared for it. But if you're not prepared for it, you're hoping something happens. You know, you get a snow day or something happens where you don't have to worry about taking that test because you're not ready. You're just not ready. That's all it is. It's not that you're not smart enough. It's that you didn't prepare enough. Because the moment you're prepared, everything slows down. Everything slows down. It gets easier. Everyone, it gets easier. I want you to stop for a moment and think about all the hours, all the hard work, all the dedication, all the things that you put into your 9 to 5, your regular job. And it's not to say I don't want you to take this the wrong way. If you're doing what you love, then keep doing it, right? But if you want more, if you don't feel like you're getting enough, if you think that there's deeper power within you, we got to bring this out. And now's the time. This is an opportunity. This is not a tragedy. Yes, is it a tragedy for some? Of course it is. Every day somebody's leaving this world one way or the other. So that's a tragedy. But you know what the bigger tragedy is? The bigger tragedy, as I see it, is that person that is losing their life or lost their life not having ever felt what it meant to work and walk in their gift and what they are tremendously gifted at doing, something that they are incredibly passionate about. That's the thing. In 2008, I walked away from corporate America. All right. So for the last 12 years, going on 13 years, I don't know what it's like to work for a corporation and a boss that I don't respect or like. I don't have to be told, hey, you better be up and in here by 8 a.m. Now, that doesn't mean I won't do it. It just means it's beautiful not to have to do it. It's beautiful to know that you can make money while you're sleeping. It doesn't mean you got millions and millions of dollars. Listen to me, people. Money was created to work for you, but you were taught to work for it. So that brings me to this. What does the 97% not know that the 3% of the world's richest country who will retire financially independent know? There lies the difference between success and failure. One, the 97% are the labor workers. They're the ones who are the grunt workers. They're grunters. They're workers, right? 3% of the country are the bosses, right? Employer, employee. The difference is what's between here. What's in your mind and what's in your heart, okay? See, what's in your heart, that's going to give you your will. It's not the skill of the man or woman. It's the will of the man or woman. That's what makes all the difference. That's what makes all the difference. You know, I want you to understand that you have an opportunity to make all the difference for yourself and the ones you love most. So here's the coolest part about this discussion of preparation today. Are you prepared? Are you prepared for tomorrow? As if you're guaranteed tomorrow. Because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow, are we? But we still should be prepared for it. There's nothing wrong with being prepared for something that never comes. But there is something wrong with being unprepared for an opportunity that comes, that actually materializes. On August 8th at 3 p.m., I'm going to bring the drama. The good drama, right? As Mr. John Lewis, God rest his soul, says, we're going to get into good trouble. Good trouble. Don't let other people define you. Don't let anybody's perception of you define who you are. It's just as simple as this. I talk to a lot of people. I counsel a lot of people, right? And I'm always saying, take these pearls of wisdom and inject them into your life. Because that's what I did, right? There was a time I was lost. I slept in a car for 3 months. Some of you guys read my book. Some of you guys heard me speak about this. I was lost. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I will say this. When I realized what my passion was and what I wanted to do, and it was now monetized, meaning I could earn my money, my living from it. You couldn't pry it away from me. You know, you couldn't. You think moving might help? No, try again, G. Wild horses couldn't drag you away from me. That's how I was talking about success. I'm here to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm leaving with it. And then I'm going to pay it forward. If you value each other, if we value each other, we invest in each other. We invest in one another. We sponsor each other. We don't want the cheapest product. We want the best product. We want value. We don't care where it comes from. And we shouldn't. So what that should do is elevate us to be better, to be bigger, to be stronger, to read more, study more, get better. Get better. Let's do it. There's nothing to it but to do it. But those that can dance and clap your hands to it. You know what I'm saying? Clap your hands to it. We can get this. It's right here. It's right here. Take this time to reflect. Relax. Relate. And release. Release that beast in you. Release that beast in you. I hear people, I'm online, and I hear people say, oh, you know, I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm eating, and I'm not doing anything else. Okay, that's a mental thing. I was just teaching somebody else, hey, my finances aren't right. I get it. I understand. So you think it's a money problem, right? And they say, yeah. What if I told you it's not a money problem? It's a mental problem. Because if you know you can make $1,000 today, and you only work 5 hours in doing something that netted you $1,000 today, my friends, you made $200 an hour. Now, what business is going to pay you $200 an hour? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, you said none? Exactly. That's my point. So don't be afraid of commission. What are you worth? The only way you're truly going to get what you're worth is to put everything that you're worth out in front and take the risk. But my friends, it's a calculated risk now. It's not just a risk, it's a calculated risk. You actually calculated what you needed and you calculated what you wanted. So you know what you have to have bill-wise and you know what you want. And as long as what you want is up here and what you need is right here, you should be fine. Because most of the time, we get less than our goal. We set a goal, we don't hit the goal right off, do we, guys? But it doesn't stop you from setting that goal, and you shouldn't. Keep reaching for the stars. Here's the funny thing. If you shoot for the moon and miss, you still land amongst the stars. So you're off the level ground. You're through the clouds. You have altitude. And people respect people that are prepared. Be prepared. You rather have it and not need it rather than need it and not have it. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. You can give somebody that doesn't know how to manage money $1 million and they'll be broke maybe within a year. Because other people will know how to extract it from them. They're sharper. There's a saying that the 97% of people who don't work toward their dream work for the 3% of people who do. And it's all about doing that. Hey, Jen. Yes, it definitely is about perspective. You have to want more. And when you want more, write it down. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, hey, yo, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to come out the shadows. I'm about to own something. I'm about to put everything I got into this. There is no plan B. There's only a plan A. There is no plan B. I know that's scary. I know that's scary because I've been through it. In 2008, I walked away from a company I could make a high six-figure income. I was rated the king of timeshare. And I walked away because my passion and belief had risen so high, and it was around the families that bought from me more so than the developers. And when that's strong enough, and your vision is long enough, deep enough, and your will won't let go, you got no choice but to succeed. Now it's only about time now. It's not about is it going to happen. It's about will you give it the time that it deserves and needs. Never ever give up 3 minutes before a miracle. There's so many people 3 minutes before a miracle. I'm reminded of a story that I talk about all the time, and I'll tell it to you real quick. A farmer was selling a property of land, right? Another gentleman found out, hey, you know what? I heard that 10 feet down, there's an oil line. You can hit an oil and strike oil. That's what the man thought. So he bought the man's land for relatively cheap, right? He goes and has his earth mover go down, dig into that area that he talked about. And he dug 10 feet. He measured it, said, hey, there's no oil here. I got duped. So, okay, you know what? I bought the land for cheap. I'll just put it up on the market because I didn't really want the land. I'm just going to put it up on the market. And first person comes and gets it, they just come get it, right? Next person comes and they say, hey, I'll take the land. And they go to that same spot, right? They said, well, what was he doing here? He was digging for oil. Oh, okay, but there was no oil. All right, well, I'm going to keep digging. I'm going to clear this land out. He digs 3 more feet. He went from 10 feet to 13 feet, and he struck oil. So my thing is, don't give up 3 minutes before the miracle. That's what that says. Now, let me see. How about when you work 40-hour work week and you want to start your own business? Great question. That's what I did. I mean, when you work a 40-hour work week, I want you to think about it like this. 40-hour work week usually is 5 days, right? 8 hours a day. Now, we have 24 hours in the day. So what I would say, you know you're going to need your 8 hours of sleep. And then you got 8 hours of work, right? So there's 16 hours gone right there, right? You're going to need to eat. But what I'm going to tell you is one of the things that I love to tell people. Give yourself at least 2 hours. You hear me, guys? 2 hours for yourself. So what I want you to do is, I want you to dedicate yourself to 2 hours a day, because you're at least worth that, right? You're at least worth that. You work those 2 hours on your business, on what you want to do for a living. You read, you take notes, you study, you watch videos, you listen to CDs, you stay positive. And those 5 days that you work, put it all in. Because what that does is that keeps your character building, okay? Success isn't measured by just triumph, right? Your character is built through adversity. It's not built through triumph. So those other 2 days that you don't work, let's say you work Monday through Friday, right? Work Monday through Friday, but give yourself 2 hours out of that day for yourself in your business, right? So 2 times 5 is 10. So out of that 40-hour work week, 10 of those hours belong to you. And I promise you, if you put all of yourself into that, you're going to find out that your work income is here, and your working yourself is going to do this really quickly, really quickly. Ultimately, it gets here. Now your fear subsides because now you know you're actually good enough to pay your bills. So now you'll put more of your work, yourself, into your work. So that's my advice to those of you that are working 40-hour work weeks. I understand. I know what that feels like. But you're worth more than that. You're too special. At something that you do, you're too special to keep giving it to somebody else that generally doesn't respect you. You're making somebody else rich. And here I am saying this as an employer. You're either an employee or you're an employer. That's what it is. You can love your boss, and that's great. But I tell you one thing, if you want to make decisions, then you must make the goal. Set your goals. Write your goal down. Look at your goal every single day. Every day. I have a book right here. If you see it, it says Inspirational Nourishment. This is my book of my training. But my first picture is my wife when she was modeling. I look at that picture for the last 15 years. Actually, it's closer to 17 now, right? But also, right here is an awful lot of training. An awful lot of training, right? 1 page. 2 page. And this dates back to 2010. That's 10 years ago. When I was digging deep into training people on how to build businesses. We're good enough. Guys, you're enough. You're enough. You're strong enough. You're strong enough. You're all you ever need. You're all you ever needed. Just believe it. First you conceive it. Then you believe it. And then you achieve it. Game over. You win. You win. Give yourself constant, powerful talk. Tell yourself, I'm good enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than a conqueror. I can do all things. Do you feel like I can learn about business without going to school for it? Yes, I do. Great question. And here's how you do that. You associate with people like myself that are business gurus, that are people that can build a business, believe in you, and keep associating with that. It's infectious. You know, Steve Jobs said something that I love to teach, right? Never let your schooling interfere with your education. In other words, he walked away from college. He walked away. And he made billions. But it's because he believed in himself so much. He believed in himself so much. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dream. And remember always, it's your dream. It's your drive. It's your discipline. It's your vision. It's your goal. So it's your choice. Stay strong. Keep your focus strong. When you get on here, if you guys know anybody, even friends of yours, family of yours, that you feel like could use this help, August 8th starts a 10-day workshop. And guess what? Each class, that's the first time I'm ever doing this, maybe the only time, but no class that I teach is more than $20. I'm doing it for a reason. There's a lot of single moms that I'm working with. There's a lot of school-aged children that I want to work with. There's a lot of people out here struggling. I don't want that to be an excuse. Money cannot be the excuse that you don't come. So it's the price of 3 salads, which I know that because we get them all the time, at Chick-fil-A. 2 Southwest and 1 Cobb salad. That's what it is. And it can change your life. So, as always, today, July 31st, for all you out there celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If you were born on this day, no matter what year it was, happy birthday to you. Now, for you guys out there that have just given birth, and this is the day you're going to do it. This is the day you decided. You made the decision. You made the choice to let the champion out. Happy birthday, champion. Happy birthday, champion. And for the coward that you locked away, that you buried, R.I.P. R.I.P. coward. Good riddance. Never to be seen again. Nobody says it's going to be easy, but that's why you got the champion out, because the champion can handle it. The coward can't handle it, but the champion can handle it. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that you support me. I'm thankful that you think something of me. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my great wife, who's my queen. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for Amelia, who's my sister from another mister, who got my back like a radio transistor. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for all of you that are on here. You are my family. Let's get it. Happy Labor Day. To everybody that's put that labor in. We got to get something in. We got to win. Tired of this tailspin. Let's do it again. Memorial Day. I always love to give love to the veterans. Obviously, I'm a veteran too, but for active duty, for retired, thank you. Thank you for the service you've rendered. So happy Independence Day. No matter what we're going through, guys, free yourself here. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. But everything can be your school and education. Right? Everything can do that. As far as Christmas goes, every day we should be doing something for somebody, right? You don't have to wait for December 25th to do something nice for people, goodwill toward men. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's give it up. Give up the energy in yourself for somebody. Be selfless. Be selfless. Care enough. I appreciate you too, boo. I appreciate you too. And you know I love you. I'm going to give this world everything I got. So when I leave this world, I leave on E. I want to leave on E. I don't want to owe the world nothing, and I don't want the world to owe me nothing. So I want you guys to understand I love you, and that's why I'm putting this out here. It took me a long time to invest myself in Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, but I'm here. Don't forget to follow the Cherokee Edwards Inspires podcast. There's a devastating podcast that my wife and I did together, the last one. It is season 3, episode 42. Y'all will love it. We put our heart out there. I can't say I thank God for it, because no scripts, just talking. Spreading love. That's what it takes. That's what it's going to take to get us through this. I want to teach you mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. We all we got, and we all we need. You hear me? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. I got you. I got you. I got you. But I want you to have me too. Invest in yourself. Don't keep me a secret, people. Everybody knows somebody that could use a little uplifting at this time, especially now. Share me with the world. Put me on your social media. Share me. Let me draw strength from you so you can continue to draw strength from me. And I promise I got you on my back. I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you today just like I love you on February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't need somebody else to tell me what day to tell you I love you. Happy birthday, champion. Happy Mother's Day to all you fabulous queen mothers out there. I gotta say it with the shakes because you're powerful beyond measure. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you wonderful kings. All you wonderful kings that bring it for your family each and every day. Happy Father's Day to you kings who know how to treat your queens. Recognize, if you have a daughter, one day she'll grow up and you're going to want her to be a queen. Are you going to want the kind of man that you have become? That's a good question, isn't it? If you say no, change your ways. It's not too late. Change today. Change right now. Be a better man. You're not a big man because you put your woman down, your wife down, your girlfriend down. You're not a big man. That don't make you a big man. That makes you a coward. I got to talk to the men because we need each other. We got to survive. We got to survive. Our young men and our young women need us, men. They need us. Stand up. Stand up. Be a man about yours. Teach the children to respect adults. Don't let them be lost out here. That's how we're losing each other. That's how we lose. That's the fastest way we lose each other. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you on this live. My first one this way, August 8th, 3 p.m. We got 1 week and 1 day before I'm gonna tear this place down. I don't know if you can see my board behind me, but that's a lot of teaching of how to get yourself from working for somebody else to working for yourself. But in 30 minutes time, we're gonna start it. I love you guys. God bless, and thank you for supporting me. Thank you for getting on here. I'll see you soon.